Happy National Coming Out Day, ladies and gentlemen, to all of my lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgendered people of the same community that I belong to. My name is Jeremy Goldstein, and I am gay and fucking proud. Just like my latest song, well, not my latest song, but my latest song before the song that I released says as well, too. So, I just want to say as well, thank you to everybody who has been supporting me with my newest music. I hope you love the tracks Gay and Fucking Proud, Studio 11, So Good, and countless others that I've released, and trust me, there are a lot more to be released as well. So, let me just quick tell my coming out story from 4 years ago. I came out first to my best friend Jeremy. Love him for being supportive of me enough to come out enough to my mother, which comes next. And I first told him after I'd gotten back from a gay club sucking off a guy one night, yes, this is going to be a little explicit, so please bear with me. And it was amazing. I'm trying to hold the camera steady enough so that my arm doesn't hurt because I can't hold it on this bar. And I walked all the way from Barnes & Noble to this right here, Boca Center, just so that I could have this nice waterfall background while I'm talking to you guys and just celebrate and be happy of my coming out experience. And let me continue with my story. So, I told him, and because we were playing the Ballad of Gay Tony, and he honestly was not surprised at all, and I completely expected a different reaction from him because, you know, I've been holding this in so long that I thought that he might have had a different reaction, and I guess that I probably built it up in my head for too long, but he was just like, I kind of already knew. So, yeah, that goes that. And so then he's just like, we gotta tell your mom, we gotta tell your mom. And I was like, no, because I was still too nervous at the time. But I was just like, okay, finally we will. And so we caught her the next morning while she was mowing the lawn, and I told her, and I slightly came out to her, it's like, Mom, I'm like I was stammering and stuttering and just like I didn't know what to say because I was just like, how am I going to do this? How is she going to react? You know, because I've heard horror stories of kids getting kicked out of their homes for being gay, and I had heard this all beforehand prior to coming out because I had watched my favorite fucking show of all time, Queer as Folk, and the reactions to coming out were not so, you know, good. And that has actually been the real world response as well, as especially a recent viral video that was released that showed a guy that had just come out, a young boy, a teenager, and he was beaten up by his parents because the father was just like, damn queer, Bible's condemns you to hell, some shit like that, you know, and I'll get into that a little bit later too. But anyways, my mom was just like kind of stunned at first, and she's just like, oh, we can't tell your dad, and but soon enough later, on that day, I told my dad because we went out to breakfast, and I told him, and he's just like, wow, you know, and he didn't take it very well, so he's just like, let me just, you know, digest this a little bit. And then of course our dog at the time had to die the very next week, and so he even said, oh well, now I have a dead dog and a gay son, as if having a gay son is equivalent to having a dead dog. You know, it's just really heartbreaking to see that my dad actually thought that way. But finally he did come around, and he got me two huge gay pride flags, that one hangs in the center of my room, and the other I'm saving for a special occasion, whether it be a gay pride event or whatever it is, or should the other flag get destroyed by whatever, I'll still have the other one. And I love them so very much for that, for coming around and accepting me finally for who I am, and for accepting the boyfriend of 2 years, Christopher Davis, who I love so much, that I've had for 2 years. I love you, and I hope for so many more as well. And it was a rough ride after coming out too, because, you know, I was just like, okay, you know, I'm gonna find a boyfriend, and, you know, I really want to play the field for a little bit and explore this new this new world. Because when you come out of the closet, a whole entire new world opens up. I don't know if, you know, a lot of straight people know this, but when you come out of the closet, a whole new world opens up. A whole new world, a place will be. Alright, that's enough Aladdin for one video, but anyways, a whole new world opens up, and you just have to adapt to it and be like, okay, you know, this is who I am, and this is how people are going to view me and accept me. But then after a while, you realize, why do I give a shit what people think? This is my life. Am I living the life that I want to live, or am I living the life that other people tell me to live? Whether it be your parents, or your friends, or anybody that's closely related to you in any way whatsoever, or even coworkers for that matter.